You ready, Deej? And we're back with another episode of B-Scar TV. Beej and Deej back on the mic.
The name, I love the name, man. I love that the name is stuck now and it's rolling. Beej and Deej.
It's stuck for now, but there's a potential rebrand coming soon. We all got to get in the room. We got to brainstorm. I don't know how I feel about the Beej thing.
Oh, now you're getting insecure about it.
You know,
As we go
into the fourth week of Beej and Deej, I'm just like, who's Beej, man? Who's Beej? How was your bye week?
It was good. It was solid. Got some good, well-needed rest, man. We had our rookie night and stuff. We didn't go too crazy. I mean, kind of crazy, but it's relative, you know. But we had a good time. It was good to be around the boys and then, you know, had young Rock in town. So it was a good bye week, man. What'd you do last week? How was your week?
It was good. I was hanging out. No rookie night for me. But I'm curious. You said rookie night was not too crazy. Relative.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Paint us a picture. What does that mean?
It's like a sliding scale. You know, we had a first-round rookie, so he had to pay what we felt was a good percentage. But, you know, I mean, it was all in good faith. He did a good job, man. Shout out to Miles. Miles did a great job. One of the best rookies I've ever had. Him, D-Mac, both of those guys, man, they did a tremendous job. They held it down. It was amazing. It was a good time.
How's Miles doing with the snacks in the
He's
room?
Good. He's good, bro. Miles is a great rookie, man. He always has the snacks. He's an Amazon guy, so you got to tell him a day or two in advance, and the weather might trip him up. But you know, he does a good job. He doesn't complain too much. He does his duties, and you know, we're not on him too hard. It's not the old days, but he does a good job.
So you guys aren't being assholes to Miles. Is that's also a sliding scale?
Yeah, that's a sliding scale. Like, you know, I mean, it depends.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than a rookie that's too cool, man.
Yeah, like he's not too cool. He's definitely not that. Definitely not too cool. Head down. He's doing his work, man. He's doing a good job.
You want a rookie that's open-minded, that's okay, that doesn't have too much pride, too much ego to go to the nearest 7-Eleven and get the room's favorite snacks.
100%. He's very confident in who he is. So I think that helps him out a lot. Shout out to his parents. His parents did a good job. Hey, he's confident. Brennan waver too much. Him and D-Mac, they don't waver too much. Shout out to their parents. They did a good job.
That's good, man.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Good for Miles. He's secure. He's secure in himself, who he is. We love that. We have some hot takes from week 7. Number 1, Jalen Hurts gets criticized for the QB sneak, a.k.a. the brotherly shove, while Tom Brady got praised.
I don't understand why everybody's got a problem with it. I mean, until they make a rule against it, I know it sucks. I'm in the middle. I'm one of the people that's got to defend it the most, and it sucks. Yes, it does. It is a trash play. It sucks when it happens, but like, what do you want them to do? Like, I mean, if it works, and it is what it is. Like, it's nothing illegal. It's just, it is what it is, man. I don't know why nobody hating it. And if I wouldn't be hating, I think there's people who hating are the people like going against them in like fantasy or something. But you know, a guy like me, he's on my fantasy team. Love it. Good job from him, man. He figured it out. And the dude worked hard as hell. You see him in the weight room scouting, squatting like 700 pounds. Ain't nobody out there doing that. That's why he's driving like that. It's not just like he just, oh my God, somehow getting through there. Like, no, he's working. He's churning his legs to get through there. Everybody not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, and not only does it work, it works every time. Mm-hmm. Every time they line up in that brotherly shove, and it's 3rd and short. In some cases, it's 4th and short. The Eagles are picking up that first down. And this past weekend, I was watching this Eagles-Dolphins, good game. I'm watching my boys with the Dolphins out there try to defend it. And there's some cases where Jalen Hurts, he snaps the ball, and he's getting pushed from behind by Goddard and the running back. He doesn't even have his feet on the ground. He's not driving his legs. He's literally being pushed up over the line of scrimmage. I'm just watching. I'm like, man, how do you stop that? And Deej, you're in the middle. I mean, how do you stop that? Is that a schematic thing? Is that a technique thing? How does a defense stop the brotherly shove?
I just don't think it works for everybody. I think everybody on that team's committed to it. Like all 11 guys, the O lineman, Jason Kelsey's down and he's in a 4-point stance. He's super low. Everybody's committed to it. So until you got everybody on your team that's been committed to it, you can't stop it. I don't I don't think it's like worth it sometimes. I'm like, ah. Like, it's not like I'm turning down a fade, but I'm not about to sit there, like I'm not going crazy over that third and half an inch. Like, hey, you got it, bro. I'm just in the next 4 plays, like, and figure it out. I'm not, unless we're on the goal line, that
right.
I'm more so trying to get a mind game, maybe make you jump off sides, do a quick little like something.
Right.
It's hard to defend. You're gonna break your daggone neck getting there as a defender, trying to dive down there with them boys. No.
Yeah.
Till they make a rule against the bro, it's impossible to defend. But that's the game, isn't it? Isn't that the game? You're supposed to figure out ways to bend but not break the rules and scheme it up the best. That's what the game of ball is in every sport. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. The game continues to innovate, and Jason Kelsey in a 4-point stance, sniffing the turf. That's
I mean, it's nothing new. Whatever. I mean, it is what it is, bro. If you feel like hurting your neck is worth it on that play, I don't. I'm not doing it.
I'll catch you on first down, brother.
I'll give you a quick shoulder to catch you on first down. Hopefully something happens. No.
Yeah. A.J. Brown is a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL.
He really good, man. I mean, I guess rating's subjective, but he balling.
He is. He went crazy this past week too.
Yeah,
he was going crazy. Top three is tough. I think Tyreek Hill is undoubtedly number 1 receiver. I think if you were to say early on in the season, Justin Jefferson would have been up for number 2, but especially after missing the last 2 weeks, I don't know if he makes that top 3. I don't know who my top 3 receivers will be.
Yeah, bro, it's just tough. I think you got like Devontae Adams. You got a bunch of guys out there who you like. Keenan's going crazy. There's a bunch of guys, especially this year specifically, is going crazy. What I do like a lot about A.J. Brown is the way he tracks the ball. I mean, a former baseball guy, the way he tracks the ball, he's a physical beast. Tracks his ball, tracking skills are crazy. He's competitive out there, and he's a dog. He's got a dog in him, so it's always fun. Like, I like watching this game. I'm a very big fan of his. I enjoy watching him a lot.
Yeah, he's a mismatch. He's a big dude. Tyreek Hill is the best player in the league.
He really freaking good, man. He's really freaking good, and everybody knows he out there. Everybody knows the ball going to him. But I mean, I'm saying the best player in the league. I don't know. That's tough. There's a lot of good guys out there, man. That's so tough to say one guy, no matter who you think it is.
Yeah,
it's tough to say one guy is like the best player in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not really a sport where one person can do everything. So you can't just say like, oh, he's the undoubtedly best player in the league. Like, so I might think it's a defensive player. You might think it's a quarterback. You might think it's a receiver. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's guys who we all recognize their greatness, but like to say like, oh, he undoubtedly the best player overall. That's tough.
No, that's tough. It's so subjective because it's based on position by position. Because every guy has a different style of game that's effective in a different way. I feel like the best player in the league typically is reserved for the quarterback position.
Yeah.
Popularly reserved for the quarterback position. But, I mean, Aaron Donald in his past years I feel like he's been kind of an unanimous number 1 player in the league from a lot of different players. That's a –
yeah, I mean, you look at like that's like what Myles Garrett and T.J. Watt and those guys are doing right now. Like,
that
it's impressive, like what JJ had done in the past. Like, it's just a a number amount of players, like even DBs from a certain extent. Like, that 1 year Stephon Gilmore had, like, it's crazy just to watch. Like, you didn't think he was the best player in the league, he's going insane. So, I mean, it's just, I think it's tough. I think it's tough to say, like, oh, yeah, he's just without a doubt, best player in the league. Like, I don't know that you can say that about anybody.
Right. Shanahan's coaching tree is stronger than Belichick's coaching tree.
They just got more recent dubs. Like, I think stronger, I don't know. I think there's still a lot of good coaches out of Belichick's coaching tree. I think you got some more recent dubs out of Shanahan's coaching tree, I guess.
Yeah. There's actually a generation before Belichick and Shanahan, which is Bill Walsh and Bill Parsons coaching tree. So Shanahan is from the Walsh coaching tree. Belichick is from the Parcells coaching tree. O'Brien used to always those examples. It's always all right. Well, that's it for our Week 7 hot takes. Great job. We love that. We have an announcement recently that HBO's Hard Knocks will be covering the Miami Dolphins in season, which I personally think is really exciting. I think is great for the game because, one, obviously they have the high-powered offense. They got Tua, they got Tyreek, they got Christian Wilkins, all these like personalities that I think bring a lot of positive energy to the league. And obviously they're winning too. So it's and then you got McDaniel, which is he's a fun personality. He's hilarious, and he purposely brings fun to the building and energy to the building, regardless of if Hard Knocks is there or not. So, I do like that where Hard Knocks comes into the building, and it's not going to be a complete shift just to put on for the cameras. I think it'll be very similar to how it always is, which is essentially, what Hard Knocks is there to capture is like, what's going on in the building. So I think it'll be a really genuine production.
For sure. I think that'd be really dope. Honestly, like, I'm excited to see just Mike McDaniel. I just want to see him. I think he's hilarious, man. I think his responses I think he's super witty. The way he sets things up, his responses, and they're funny. I love that type of comedy. Then you got Tyree, you got Jalen, you got, like you said, Christian, all those guys, T-Stead. There's so many funny guys on that team. I think it's going to be a good mix-up. And they're in Miami, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's an amazing city, restaurants, just everything you could do inside that building. It's a fun team. They're exciting. They're super explosive. So I think it'll be a really, really good little segment. I'm excited for it. I'm going to watch because, honestly, I'm just watching for McDaniel, to be honest. The rest of the guys, I'm cool with. I like their personalities, but I really just want to see how funny he is inside the building, just to like get a gauge of him, because he seemed hilarious in all the interviews he do. And when he do that little runoff, bro, I'd be dying laughing.
I've never seen that out of a coach before.
Bro, I'd be weak every time he do it. And the person that got to keep up with him behind him be trying to weave through traffic.
He's hitting jukes.
He be hitting jukes on people. Oh, buddy, be trying to keep up with him. I'll be like, man, this is funny.
Funny dude, man. Our boy Kareem Jackson has been suspended, unfortunately. And Tom Brady came on the Let's Go podcast after hearing about the Kareem Jackson suspension from a hit that he had on the tight end from the Packers, I believe. And Tom Brady says it's more like flag football, alluding to the game becoming less physical and the referees reffing the games to bring, a level of physicality that's been a critical part of the game, and kind of removing that piece. So unfortunately, K-Jack he'll be out for the next 4 games.
Which is crazy, right? In itself, like 4 games, like nobody's out there trying to be malicious and hurt anybody. Like that type of suspensions, I feel like is reserved for those type of actions. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's out there At least not in that instance. I'm not gonna say nobody. Obviously, we've seen people malicious in their intent about certain things, but
Yeah,
I think that is his intent. And what is he supposed to do? A guy catches the ball, stumbles for 4 steps. Like I don't.
that's the
As
thing.
a
Yeah,
player, what do you do when you're trying to go hit them? Do you catch them? Like, am I
right.
supposed to catch them? I got hit the week before with a personal foul on the roughing the passer, in which like the body weight, they said I landed on the body weight, got my hands out, kind of still landing. But I'm like, as players, like, what are we supposed to do nowadays on defense? And how calculated do you think like you can be as a person? Like, I get it. I definitely get like some of them, but how meticulous do you think we can be in that detail when we're asking like, yo, like move your head this much when a moving target's moving this much? How how good do you think the human eye and body can control itself to be able to control certain things? Or do you just gotta live with it? Like as a player, do you just gotta live with it? Is that what they're asking from us? Because I feel like that's a tough ask.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think that the difference between a non-targeting play and changing your technique to try to avoid targeting can actually like cause you to miss the play. You won't make
Correct.
the play. If you're thinking, if KJ in that moment is thinking like, oh, okay, this guy might stumble, so let me slow down, let me change my angle, and then that guy ends up catching it and not stumbling. Oh, it's a stiff arm. Oh, okay, yeah, I might go for that down, right? It's like for you, a defensive lineman, if you're thinking on your way to the quarterback, I'm not going to hit this guy with my head, or I'm not going to land on him. That split second that you're thinking that might be enough time for the quarterback to see you. Then, ooh, I'm out of there, and that's a missed sack. So I think what they're asking defensive players to do is extremely difficult, and I think it's starting to affect performance, and it will affect performance. And like guys are having to choose whether I'm going to get fined or and take this flag, or I'm going to make a play.
And it's like it's making the game more risky just on the offensive player side. Like it's just they just feel like everything's safe. There's no longer the days where like I'm not gonna throw this pass across the middle because he's gonna light my guy up. Like no, he's got to let my guy. He's either got to go for the ball, or he's got to catch it, or he's got to let my guy catch it. Essentially, like you know what I'm saying. Like there's no real like light my guy up. Like he's got to meet him at the ball, intercept it, or let him catch it, and then try to tackle him once he's let him catch it. Which is like you said, is insane. Like to think, how can I now stop? Like, how can I turn bad technique into good technique in a split second now? Now that I'm trying to go back.
Right. Yep. When I'm responding and reacting to.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's crazy, man. Well, that's going to wrap up our NFL segment. And now it's time to move on to college.
Mm.
And to get started with our college segment, we're going to review the Clemson Tigers last football game against the Miami Hurricanes, where they fell to 4-3. A week ago, we had you on the show, and you said that there was going to be a different outcome.
We got Miami. Where's the game at? Is it in the Valley or is it in Miami? Either way, it's a home game for us. Man, we run that stadium. We run our stadium. It is what it is. Home game for Clemson. We about to catch a dub. No, I hope we don't have to pan back to this next week. And
we're panning back.
I know, man. I know what I said.
Where we at? Clemson. You corrected me on my pronunciation of the university, of the institution.
I thought we were back doing our thing, but obviously we are not. We are not prepared for these moments as a team right now. And there were some bright moments in that game, and that's what hurt me. There were some bright moments, but those guys, in the most critical moments of those games, really let me down and the whole Clemson Nation down. And I'm sorry, Miami. I would never disrespect y'all like that again. The U, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Throw it up. Hang out. You know what I'm saying? Throw it up, man. I would never disrespect y'all again because obviously those Tigers weren't ready for the moment, man. Last time we were down there, we beat them 52-0. So I'm sure they took that a little personally.
Sheesh.
Yeah, we had to run that.
It was a closer game than 52-0. So
yeah. It was a way closer game than 52-0.
You can hold your heads up. On the other hand, the Stanford Cardinal, we took a bad loss to UCLA.
Took a step back.
Took a step back. The boys took a step back, and 3 weeks in a row, we've had a 40-piece dropped on our head. And you just can't expect to win ball games that way, man. At the end of the day, you gotta get stops. You gotta get stops, and we haven't been able to do that consistently. And last week we were able to drop 46. We were able to drop a 40 banger on Colorado's head. And this week we dropped one touch. We had one touchdown. A 7 banger.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was a tough one for us, you know what I mean? But again, we're rebuilding. The guys are fighting, and we want to see which guys have the will, the drive to continue to get better this season, so we can prepare for a winning season next year.
Okay.
Jump into the ACC and the ACC championship.
What? I do like the
championship coming soon, baby.
At least I hope that we don't leave the ACC because I do enjoy that we now got Stanford and Duke holding up the ACC is like places that are like, you know what I'm saying? Intellectual institutes that people are gonna love. Like I'm gonna be like, man, hey, I'm part of the ACC. We got Stanford. We got Duke.
We're an institution. We're an institution. Oh. Don't leave the shun at the end of the institute. Give us our shun.
Institution. My bad. Sorry, man. But I'm just excited that I can add y'all to my resume when I wear my little ACC jacket. And you too. Now you can represent us as the ACC's got national championships, and you can say, Stanford and Clemson and Florida State and Miami and all those other places. You're like, yeah, bro, we're balling. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's great now. I love this.
We're repping the ACC, so we'll be able to align on that. Also in college football, Michigan has been accused of stealing the signs of their opponents, and specifically, they've been sending a Michigan staff member to opponents' games, and that staff member will purchase 2 to 4 tickets on either side of the stadium around the 45-yard line and proceed to record the coaching staff who are making the signals on the sideline. And supposedly they've been reporting back to Michigan coaching staff and telling them the signs. And then Michigan now has the advantage for when they play said opponent that they know which defenses they're in, and maybe even tipped off on which offensive plays they might be running. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's pretty intense. But, hey, we're not going to slide by the Stanford. He's not just no normal Joe. He's not just no average Joe out here. He's a former Marine. Like he's got connections. He's built for this, bro. This is what he does. Hey, this is crazy. But
the LinkedIn profile, his LinkedIn of the staffer who is a former U.S. Marine working for Michigan as a spy. His LinkedIn says he has a knack for identifying and exploiting critical vulnerabilities in the opponent's scouting process.
Hey,
so
man.
Not only they cheating, but they're gonna sugarcoat it with all the big words.
All the big words. Hey,
Man,
he has
stop it,
a
man.
neck. They're hiding in plain sight and toying in people's face, talking about I have a neck
Come
for
on, man.
for finding
All,
flaws in people scouting. Come on, hey man.
all you exploiting is the rules, brother.
Yeah, brother.
You are cheating.
you are you are recording. You got your phone out. Like what? We could have had some random drunk frat student do that for like all week. You didn't do nothing. This is crazy. But like, hey man, what's wild? The part is as wild is he's buying tickets off of his Ticketmaster or whatever account that he used. His personal. Like, what are you doing? You,
Right.
your job. You got flaws in people's strategies, right? There's a big ass flaw in your strategy that you didn't take care of by not linking it to yourself having a paper trail. You're supposed to be smarter than that. You're supposed to be smarter than that. You're a Marine, flaws and people. Come on, bro. Like that's wild as hell. But that's
Bugging out.
crazy. And it's not like, why is this? I mean, I feel like it's a big deal, but like I feel like back in the day, like when we was young, this would have been like a, hey man, you like the whole staff about to get fired type of deal.
You would think.
Am I tripping?
Think. No, I don't think you're tripping. I mean, I think it's there's an element of Michigan is undefeated currently. They sell out the big house every Saturday. There's a lot of money with the Michigan Wolverines. And at the end of the day, are we gonna penalize Michigan in a way that then hurts the rest of the conference, hurts the NCAA, hurts this, that, and the third? People start checking the bottom lines in their pockets, and this investigation maybe isn't as big of a deal as if they were investigating Stanford for something like this,
That's a fact. And then this would be two teams in the Big Ten. You got the whole Mel Tucker team situation going on in Michigan State. You got the whole state of Michigan. Block's hot right now. Block's hot. As they would say back in the day, you know what I'm saying? The block is hot, the whole state of Michigan.
They say when I was reading one of the articles, there was a headline that came out in the article that said there was an upcoming investigation into illegal scouting techniques. They didn't specify that they were looking into Michigan. The week after that article had dropped, Michigan didn't buy the tickets. There was no tickets allocated to the U.S. Marine. So they got wind, oh, there's some rumors of something going on. Let us stop here. And then still following, they said, okay, Michigan, now we're investigating you.
So they let him know. They let him know. My boy was like, ooh, this might be me. They might. They might.
I mean, just fell for it. We got to do better. We got to do better, man.
We got to do better, bro. And it's never that serious. I don't think. Doing all that and still not having won a natty with the players they got is crazy. It's blasphemy to me. I mean, yes. All right, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot. That's a lot to be doing, man. That's crazy.
It's a lot. That's a lot. So now as we transition out of college and into our culture segment, I'm happy about this one, man. Kim Kardashian, Kim K, and her clothing brand, SKIMS, which is an undergarment brand, traditionally women's wear. They just announced their menswear line.
I thought you told me they didn't have one.
Yesterday. Well, I thought they did. I thought they did, and I was corrected. This was maybe actually last year. I was talking about something that a guy was wearing in the building in Miami. It was like a little sweatsuit, and it had neutral tones. I thought it was SKIMS. He actually told me it was SKIMS. Duke Riley, he was fucking with me. He said, "Yeah, this is SKIMS." I thought he was serious. So I came back, to my team. I was like, "Yo, I need to get some SKIMS." They're like, "Bro, SKIMS is only women's wear." I was like, "Damn, well, they should do some menswear." And crazy enough, yesterday they dropped a menswear line, and they had Nick Bosa, they had Shai Gilgeous Alexander, and Neymar as their three athletes that were in this little spicy underwear campaign.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's fire. Hey, I'm a big underwear guy. You know, I like some comfy underwear. I'm sure they got some good products. They look the female product. I haven't seen any of the male products, but the female products look like they soft and stuff and feel good. So
yeah,
sure the
for sure
male products look. I don't know. I can't. I got to see pictures, bro. I can't see the vision in my head. What I'm getting them right now.
What are you thinking, man? What are you envisioning? Get that out your head.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. I can only see the female versions of Skims. I'm like, how does that?
Neutral tone box briefs, comfy little undershirt, t-shirts. It's like Hanes, but it's Skims and neutral tones.
Okay.
Earthy, like the dark brown.
Yeah. Caroline, this wasn't the best picture you could have sent me. Come on. Come on, Caroline. It's cool
just
though.
Just looking at Nick Bosa's bod right now. Yeah, is that what you're looking at over there?
Crazy.
Hey, good for Nick Bosa, man. This guy.
Good for him, man. Good for him, bro.
He transcends the game, and now Nick Bosa transcends the game of football, man. He's now America's heartthrob. It's crazy.
Good for him, man. Good for him.
We clap it up for Nick Bosa.
Yeah, man. He's the man out here now.
He took Travis's thunder. I'm confused why they didn't reach out to me. They're missing a light skin. Neymar don't count. They're missing a light skin on there in that lineup.
Facts. And you already thought they had to miss. You might have heard that soundbite somewhere. I'm telling you, she got people working for her. Yeah. You might need to ask for some royalties too on this men's side.
I should.
Facts. Send an email in. It'll get to her.
I want royalties on all the chocolate brown colors of underwear. They're not gonna give me royalties from the whole product line. I just want
just a specific chocolate brown.
Yeah. All right. Oh man. Hey, Deej, I can go all day about quality underwear and neutral colors. I'm a fan. I love Lululemon underwear. Shout out Lululemon if you're watching this. I'd love to be a Lulu lifestyle advocate. And so, I can talk forever about Skims, but you got some autographs to go sign, man. So we're not going to hold you up.
Hey, man, I could talk to you all day. It's just a little bit, I got a little engagement. But like you said, the underwear thing, I can wear any underwear that are comfortable, breathable. I don't think people understand how they can really mess up your damn day. If your underwear aren't good, it can put your day in a lull.
Man, what's the ad about? It's the underwear ad where it's like the guy and he has his underwear on, but it's like a wrench that's being cranked on around his waist. It's Duluth Trading Company. That's exactly how it is. And can ruin a day.
It can ruin a day, for sure.
Deej, good luck against the 49ers, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. We out going out to the Bay, your old stomping grounds, you know what I'm saying? The Bay's a big area, too. The Bay is a huge area. I always remember how big the area of the Bay is, but I'm excited, man, to get out there in California, son, have a good time, man. It's a good challenge for us this week. We'll get after these boys, man. Have a good showing. Go out there and ball.
Go get y'all a dub, man. They coming off a loss. 2 losses?
Yeah, 2 losses. They lost last night, lost the week before, so we got to go out there. They're pissed off and angry, so we got to really go out there and get it done.
I'll be watching, man.
All right, got you, brother.
And there you have it, folks. Another episode of Beej and Deej.
Scar and Dar.
Scar and Dar. Appreciate you coming on the show, as always, man. Good luck this week.
For sure, brother. Peace.